Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different style. I'm using my vlog camera and trying to film this really quickly before Luca wakes up because he is finishing his nap, and actually he's moving around right now, so I think he's gonna wake up in like a few seconds. But if you couldn't tell by the title, I am doing my, oh gosh, he's waking up. Hold, please hold. Okay, if you couldn't tell by the title of today's video, I am recapping my third and fourth trimester. Luca is almost 4 months, so this video is long overdue, and especially the third trimester recap. But I did make some notes, and I'm going to try to remember as best as I can to recap third trimester. Third trimester was, I think, by far, I don't know, first trimester was pretty difficult with the nausea and stuff, but third trimester, those last like 2 months or a month and a half, is brutal. They're brutal. So that brings me to my first point. You are super uncomfortable your third trimester. Super uncomfortable, super hot all the time. Like I just was sweating, and I was in my last trimester during the summer here, and it was like the hottest summer that has ever been in Mexico City before. It was like the hottest it got was 87, and that doesn't sound super hot, but for Mexico City, one, that's really hot, and there's no air conditioning in the apartments, so our apartment was extremely hot, and it was really, really uncomfortable. Just your body is uncomfortable, you have a huge belly, you can't find a comfortable position, your joints hurt. At weeks 32 and 33 is when my ribs really started to hurt. Laying on the couch, like my ribs would just hurt so bad. My ribs were just really painful feeling, and yeah, laying on your side is uncomfortable. You can't lay on your stomach. Laying on your back is really uncomfortable. I don't think you're even supposed to lay on your back in your last part of pregnancy like that. But yeah, ribs hurt very, very bad. I had continued leg cramping. I think I talked about that in my second trimester video, but I had a ton of leg cramps and just cramps in my glutes, and they would be like, they would stop me in my tracks for a moment. So that continued in my third trimester. And then what's awesome about the third trimester though is that you could feel the baby moving so much. Like I could feel him getting hiccups, I could feel him moving from one side to the other of my stomach. And in the third trimester, you're so tired, you're so out of breath, like just getting off the couch took all of my breath away. And yeah, you're just really, really tired, worn out, and you're not sleeping well either. I remember being thankful that I felt like I was sleeping good, but your sleep does get interrupted, and mine did, and turning over in bed is just like a whole workout. In the third trimester, I got my pregnancy waddled down. It was, yeah, just funny to like see how I was walking differently. And in my third trimester, I got so many Charlie horses at night. If you don't know what Charlie horse is, that's what we call them in the States, but it's when your calf muscle cramps up. Mostly it happens in my sleep. Oh, Luca is definitely awake. I have to go get him. And then I'll finish this video later. Okay, it's a little while later. Luca is down for another nap. he's been down for a little bit now, so he might wake up again while I'm recording. But to continue, yes, so lots of Charlie horses, at least for me, towards the end of my pregnancy. I was definitely moodier. I think that just has to do with you being tired and uncomfortable and just frankly kind of over being pregnant. Pregnancy brain is definitely a thing. Mom brain, I'll get into that, is definitely a thing. So yes, I would be searching for words. I'm always searching for words in Spanish because I live in Mexico and I am still learning Spanish. But I would forget English words for things that I'm trying to say, or just start a sentence and have no idea what the heck I was saying at all. So pregnancy brain is see, I have mom brain right now. And then another thing that I noted was if I'm sitting down for a long period of time during my 3rd trimester, my legs would go numb. So I would have to like just be walking around a lot, and then I would get sore, so then I would have to sit down, and then I would get numb and I had to walk around. So those were most of the things that I experienced in my 3rd trimester, but mostly you're just kind of over being pregnant and you want to meet your baby so bad, and you're exhausted, you're out of breath, like you just feel like a pressure on your lungs. And yeah, that last month and a half, 2 months is really uncomfortable. Just you're uncomfortable all the time. And now I will talk about the 4th trimester. Yes, there is a 4th trimester. It is the first 3 months of your baby's life, and when your hormones are kind of adjusting and everything. I didn't experience much of depression at all, but I had a C-section, and I need to actually film a video, if I haven't already, of my birth story. I had a C-section, and being on the pain meds is what made me feel depressed and act depressed. So that was a horrible experience. I will talk about that in another video. Not horrible, but it was hard. But yes, coming home and being on pain medication just kind of ruined like those first couple days for me. I quickly got off of the pain meds because I could tell that it was just making me feel not myself, and I was like kind of feeling depressed. And I started getting migraines, but I will leave that for the video talking about my birth experience. But once I got off the pain meds, I felt like myself. I felt joyful and excited about Luca. I was very I was worried, like overly worried about every little thing of Luca's, and I do equate that with the pain meds as well. Okay, third and final attempt at this video. So like I was saying, when I came home and I finally got off of the pain meds, I started to feel more myself and less like a zombie, and was really able to enjoy Luca. I did feel like, I think that this is normal, but I felt very obsessive over my care of Luca, and how, like, okay, is his poop normal? Am I feeding him enough? Which I think is normal because I'm a first-time mom. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm looking for, you know. But other than kind of feeling the pain meds, the symptoms from the pain meds, I felt like the first 3 months with Luca were great. Definitely was hard. It's an adjustment. And I think it's good that we're kind of calling those first 3 months the fourth trimester, because I think we should have grace on ourselves, and others should have grace on new moms, especially the first 3 months, because you really are just trying to learn and your hormones are coming down. I did feel very hormonal, and I felt like I was just trying to figure out a lot of things, as you do with a newborn. I liked to mentally think of those first few months as the fourth trimester, and okay, like how I'm feeling, it will get better. It's not going to stay like this forever. But I'm trying to think of maybe some more specifics. I did have moments in the first 3 months of Luca's life where I was really sad, but also I had my mom here for a month, and when she left and it was just David and I, it was really hard, and David was back at work, and there were days that I was here all alone with Luca, and I think a lot of people maybe expect you to have like this bond right away, or this like incredible love for your baby right away, which you do, you love your baby. But I felt like at maybe 2 months, 2.5 months is when he really started to have a personality, and I really started to fall in love with who he was. In the first like month and a half probably, it's just a lot, and you just feel like I have to keep this human alive. So I didn't feel that much of a bond with him maybe until about a month and a half, when he started to show a little bit more of a personality, and you can have a little bit more of a normal relationship with your baby. So I felt that way, and yeah, the fourth trimester is just hard because you have zero time for anything other than your baby. I'm very grateful that the pregnancy is over, and also that the first couple months are over. Luca, I'm looking at him on his little monitor over here. Luca is amazing, and he is such a funny, silly, cute, smiley little boy, and I'm loving these months with him. Not that I didn't love the first 3 months. I definitely did, and there were amazing, amazing moments. But it's just so fun to watch him now, as he has a fun little personality, and he's smiling and talking, and that's all really, really fun. And I'm very thankful that we had the help of my parents, my mom, David's parents during those first couple of months. It really, really helped me personally, and I think it helped David too. And yeah, now we're just in this fun phase with Luca where he's really fun. He's really fun to be around, and he's my little best friend, and I honestly just want to be with him all of the time. I think also in the fourth trimester, the first 3 months of Luca's life, I personally felt like during the hard moments, during the sleepless moments, I did think, man, I'm missing a little part of my old life, and that's okay to feel that way. You're going through a huge change, and I had to remind myself, like, this is a huge change, and these first like few months are the hardest, and it will get better. But there were moments where I was like, oh my gosh, I miss just like sitting on the couch and watching TV, or I miss just not having this responsibility, or I miss my sleep. And I think that's all okay for you to feel, and for me to feel. And yeah, those first couple months, they're hard, and it's okay if you miss your old life before your baby. But I will say, yes, it does get better. Once they start showing their personality, and their sleep becomes a little bit more routine, it's just amazing. And even if their sleep doesn't regulate, once they start showing their personality, it all is just like so worth it, because you get that smile in the morning and you're just like melting away. So if you're in that stage of the 4th trimester and you're just like feeling it's really, really hard, I will tell you it does get easier. The first months are hard. You're going through a huge adjustment of sleep, of adding another human to your life, but it does get better. And yeah, that was my 3rd and 4th trimester recap. I hope I didn't miss anything, because it's obviously after the fact now. But yeah, I hope to film some more videos. I might actually film my birth story, so be on the lookout for that, and I will see you guys in my next video.